Pesach, which is a festival of freedom, really has to be viewed, the rabbis teach us, not just as the physical redemption, but part and parcel of that redemption was the spiritual redemption as well. It's not enough to just focus on the fact that we were slaves and we were free, and then we were no longer beholden to the Egyptians. We could wake up any hour of the morning. We could do whatever we want. No, there was a higher purpose for us that truly defines us as free people. In fact, when Moshe was first charged with the mission of redeeming the Jewish people and being God's messenger to take the Jews out of Egypt, the Torah tells us in Parashat Shemot that God says to Moshe, and the rabbis tell us, when Moshe saw the burning bush, the rabbis tell us Moshe was there for 7 days on that mountain, that Hashem had to convince Moshe to accept this mission. Hashem says to Moshe, I'm going to give you a sign so you know that this whole thing was meant to be, and that you'll see it come full circle and believe in the mission. He says, I'll read you the part of the Pesach in Parashat Shemot. V'zeh ot ki anochi shalachticha. This is a sign that I sent you, Hashem tells Moshe. V'otziacha ta'am mitzrayim. When you take the Jewish people out of Egypt, ta'avduna ta'alokim ala har hazeh. You're going to come back to this mountain and you will worship me. What's God referring to? The mountain where Moshe saw the burning bush was no less than Har Sinai. That was a mountain he was standing on. And Hashem says to Moshe, you're going to now go to Egypt, go through the process of the 10 plagues. You're going to come back, and you're going to come back to this exact same mountain and worship me here. How? By receiving the Torah. And that will teach you that this whole mission was meant to be. When you come back, you'll say, that's what God was referring to, and this is all part of this destiny of the Jewish people. And that's because it's not enough to just leave Egypt. That's step one. Step two is coming back here, entering into a covenant with Hashem, receiving the Torah, and entering into that covenant which suffuses our life with meaning. In fact, the rabbis tell us, why was it that Moshe had to be both the one that took the Jews out of Egypt and the one that gave us the Torah? You could have said there were other great leaders. It could have been Aaron, Moshe's brother. It could have been other people. They'll handle the one aspect. Maybe they'll handle taking the Jews out of Egypt and speaking to Paro, and Moshe will be the one to give us a Torah. Why do you have to have one person doing both missions, taking us out of Egypt and giving us a Torah? Or maybe Yehoshua could have given us a Torah, someone else. But the rabbis explain, no, because it's all one mission.